Look at these cards, guys. These are Texas League cards. This book is halfway full. I would have been getting the 2020 deck, but there was no season this year. Sad how things went this year, first with COVID, and now with players protesting our national anthem. You know, used to love the Oakland A's, watching them on TV. I gotta say, I'm sorry, Oakland. It's game over for y'all. You ain't gonna stand for our national anthem. That's one way you lose your fans. You should know that by now. And the Padres, too. I love them watching on TV as well. Because you see these San Antonio Missions. This used to be a double-A club here in this city. Remembering all those that were once here, now went to Amarillo. Padres organization moved because of Elmore. He wanted a AAA team here in San Antonio. That's what he got. I wasn't happy with that move. Because the Rockhounds, when they were always coming here, I loved the Missions and Midland playing each other. But they don't do that no more. It's really sad. Because I miss those guys. These guys are so good. No. I pray that 2021, I hope things could get better. Just watching Major League Baseball just go down in flames. It's really hard to watch. They're even boycotting their own games. Because of what happened to Jacob. You guys are losing thousands of fans with these silly protests. When are you going to wake up and realize that the fans pay your paychecks? You ain't nothing without your fans. I've told you all that through the last few episodes of this series. That you ain't going to be anything without your fandom. But you guys don't want to see that. You put politics, you're running our sports when you're doing that. And that's what you're doing. Disappointing everybody that loves y'all. And y'all don't care about the fans. And the fans ain't going to care for y'all much longer either. It's sad the way that you treat your fans. You don't respect them, they ain't gonna respect you. They'll just be flat up evened with you. Our veterans come first. You guys need to know that. Because they do. They go off on the field of battle. And they fight to the very end. But what you guys do, you sit around and you play a game, millions of dollars that you earn, that you get paid every single year. And then you disrespect our flag? I don't think so. Oakland, San Diego, everybody, it's game over for y'all. You know? And really it is. Until you guys learn how to respect one another, you have lost me as a fan. I am done with y'all. Game over. You don't want to stand for your national anthem, that's your fault. That's your stupidity that you're doing. You know, Midland, I hope you guys and everybody in the Texas League are smarter than that. Because your soldiers, our veterans, need to come first. And that's what needs to happen around here. You know, and it really does. You see, guys, I would have had that whole book filled. And these are just empty pages. You know, and it really is. Midland, I love you guys. You are my family. I hope you guys go the right way. You know, and I sure hope that all of the Texas League should stand for our national anthem. Midland, I love you guys. I want y'all to be better than this. Because look what's going on. With Major League Baseball, they continue to go on and protest against police brutality, against social injustice, all of this political crap that they're in. They're bringing politics into sports. They're destroying sports with their negativity. And that's negatively infecting all of us. You know? So you know what? Oakland, San Diego, Houston, Seattle, St. Louis, game over for all of y'all. I am done with you guys. But there are two teams, or actually all the Texas League, from Frisco to Northwest Arkansas to Springfield, Tulsa, the Arkansas Travelers, Amarillo Sod Poodles, Corpus Christi, Midland. You guys are all my family, and I love y'all, and I want y'all to be at the best that you can be. Please make that decision for your fans to return in the 2021 baseball season. Please stand for our national anthem. Because without us, it would be sad to see companies like that begin to fail. And it really would. It would be so heartbreaking to see these companies go bankrupt. And you know what? Professional sports may be done. Because all this protesting nonsense, it's going to bury these companies alive. You know? Like I said through previous episodes, you ain't nothing without your fandom. These fans pay your paychecks, remember that. Because they would love to go to a ball game where they could get away from the news and the political stuff, all that off of TV, just to come and watch some pretty good games. Now that's right, guys. Come to the ballpark, enjoy a nice, beautiful evening, because the weather, let me tell you, it's nice. I know it's hot during the summertime when everybody is out playing baseball and competing for the Texas League Championship Series. And then hopefully one team would win, like Amarillo did last year. We all know what happened, because they played the Tulsa Drillers and defeated them. A final score 8-3, and Amarillo winning their first. That's something I'm not ever going to forget. And you know, one guy, announcer on the Midland Rockhounds, looked at the Amarillo Sod Poodles, and he brought up the San Antonio Missions. These guys right here that you see. And he's like, man, we sure do miss these guys. You know what? I agree. It's like one team dies, another team is reborn. You know, and Elmore, this is what he wanted. He wanted to get rid of our AA team. He brought AAA to San Antonio, which I was not really happy of from the get-go. Because when Midland came here and played the Missions, I was happy. I said, you know what? I'm going to go watch my boys play tonight. But we can't do that no more here. Because the Rockhounds, everybody in the AA Texas League doesn't come here no more. And it's sad. I feel like one day I'm going to move back to Midland. I'm going to say, you know what? That is my home. My family is there. They're waiting for me to come back. You know? I love the Rockhounds. I really do. And I hope that you guys are a whole lot smarter to stand for your national anthem and to make your fans proud. Because Major League Baseball, they're not making people proud. They're embarrassing themselves. That's why fans are running away from the professional sports that you see on live television. Jeez. Because they're a mockery. Because they don't want to stand for the national anthem. That's why people don't want to watch them. They're boycotting professional sports. I don't blame them. Because they're not going to stand for this negativity. No, I ain't. Because my country comes first. And that's what all of us should understand. It will always come first. There's a lot of military families out there that lost a loved one. And they think about them each and every day. It's sad. Because they weren't coming back home. Realizing that they get the phone call and say, hey, I'm sorry for your loss. Your husband, wife, kids have been killed in the line of duty. And that's the saddest thing that you would hear coming from someone who was actually in the army, to tell you that your husband and your loved ones weren't coming back home. They paid that sacrifice. You know what? Their sacrifice brought the freedom to all United States Americans. And that's what it was. You know? Our veterans are the true heroes, not these players. And that's what they are. You know, Major League Baseball, here's the thing. You're going to keep on until you have no fandom. And what would that bring you? That would bring you bankruptcy. Because you need ticket sales, you need sales. And without those sales, you can't pay your players. Your players would have to be laid off a job. Because you're like, oh, I'm sorry, we can't pay y'all anymore. So, you're just going to have to go home. Baseball is done. You know what? Because of what you guys did was so wrong and so negative, you guys in Major League Baseball deserve to go down. You will pay for your crimes. You will pay for everything what you did to the fandom and what you did. We ain't going to stand and we ain't going to tolerize your attitudes anymore. That's the bottom line right there. We ain't doing it. So you know what, guys? Major League Baseball, it's game over for y'all. You refuse to stand for the national anthem. You refuse to respect the ones who gave you a freedom that none of us should deserve, but our veterans made the impossible possible for all of us. And that's the thing. So you know what? I'm done with Major League Baseball. I am boycotting them. Actually, I've already boycotted them. I'm saying to them straight to their faces, it's game over. Because you're still embarrassing your fans. You're embarrassing me. You're embarrassing everybody. And it's God's honest truth as well. So you know what? I'm done. Have a good night, guys.